Something big is coming to the world of Outlander, something that will shake the story of Claire and Jamie to its core. Season 8, the final chapter, is finally taking shape. And the first clues are already hinting at emotional goodbyes, huge twists, and the answers fans have waited years to see. If you think you're ready for what's next, you might want to take a deep breath, because the final season is promising to be the most powerful one yet. The story of Outlander has always been filled with danger, love, and impossible choices. But now, with Season 8 confirmed as the final season, every moment feels heavier than ever. As fans step into this last part of Claire and Jamie's journey, the tone shifts. This is not just another season, this is the wrapping up of a legacy that has lasted for years and changed television in a major way. The stakes are higher, the emotions hit harder, and every thread that began in earlier seasons is finally moving. Toward its end, the world around the Frasers is also changing fast. War is coming closer, loyalties are breaking, and time itself feels unstable. Season 7 left viewers on the edge, with Claire and Jamie separated from loved ones, unsure of what dangers wait for them next. Now, Season 8 begins with the weight of all these unresolved moments pressing down. Fans know that not every character will make it through the final chapter untouched. Choices will have consequences, and relationships built over years will be tested in ways we have not seen before. The tone of the final season is expected to be darker and more emotional. There is a sense of ending in every part of the story. Claire faces new fears that challenge her strength, while Jamie must confront the future he has been trying to avoid for so long. The land they once fought to protect is slipping into chaos, and the family they built is caught in the middle of a world falling apart. Even the time travel elements, which began as a mystery, now push the characters toward their destiny, forcing them to face truths they can no longer escape. This final season promises not just answers, but closure, deep, heartfelt closure. The kind that makes fans remember why they fell in love with the story in the first place. The journey that started with Claire's accidental fall through the stones now moves toward its last chapter. It's filled with the same passion and danger that shaped their lives. And as the screen fades into Season 8, viewers know one thing for certain: the end will be unforgettable. Season 8 of Outlander is not just another chapter. It is the moment where every secret, every promise, and every sacrifice comes rushing back to the surface. As the final season begins, the story feels heavier, as if the world itself knows time is running out for the Frasers. The echoes of past choices, both good and painful, return with full force. Every character carries a weight they can no longer ignore. This is the season where hidden truths rise, loose ends tighten, and fate becomes impossible to outrun. For years, Claire has lived between two worlds, torn between the past she fell into and the future she once called home.
I'll bet.
Delicate balance becomes harder to hold. Season 8 pushes her into situations where her medical knowledge, her courage, and even her sense of identity are tested more than ever before. She must face the idea that time may not always bend in her favor, and the people she loves may not be protected forever. The final season forces Claire to confront the deepest fear she has carried since the beginning, the fear of losing everything she fought so hard to keep. Jamie, on the other hand, stands at a crossroads shaped by destiny. In war, he has survived battles, heartbreak, and countless losses. But Season 8 challenges him with choices that strike at the core of who he is. His loyalty to his family, his love for Claire, and his desire to protect his people will collide in ways he cannot avoid. The shadow of war grows larger, pulling him into a struggle that could change the course of his life. Jamie's journey becomes one of facing not just enemies, but his own past to past, filled with promises he must now fulfill. Meanwhile, the Fraser family and their allies also step into roles that shape the final story. Bonds are strengthened. But tensions rise as everyone prepares for a future none of them fully understand. The world around them grows more dangerous, and the line between friend and foe becomes harder to see. Season 8 uses this tension to build a powerful sense of urgency. Every moment matters. Every choice leaves a mark. Every character plays a part in the grand conclusion. But what makes this season truly unique is its emotional depth. The writers are crafting a farewell that respects the characters, honors their journeys, and stays true to the heart of the story. Fans can expect moments of heartbreak, moments of triumph, and scenes that feel like a final goodbye to the world they have loved for so long. This season does not rush, it lingers, it breathes. It demands that viewers take in the full weight of what is coming. The story is moving toward its end, but it is doing so with purpose, intensity, and a promise. Season 8 will not simply close the book. It will leave an imprint that lasts. The very first look at Outlander Season 8 reveals something powerful, something that tells fans this final journey will not hold back. Even without full trailers, production photos, and early reports share a message that hits instantly. The world of the Frasers is on the edge of transformation. In these quiet, carefully crafted glimpses, we see a tone that feels heavier, braver, and more intimate than ever before. The first look highlights Claire with an expression that is not fear, but a deep, calm strength. It's the kind of strength that comes from surviving heartbreak, war, and time itself. Her eyes hold a story that fans have not yet heard, a truth she is carrying into the final season. The subtle details, her clothes, the environment, the posture tell us she is preparing for something that will change her life once again. Claire stands as a symbol of resilience, but also a reminder that even the strongest souls must eventually face their fate. Jamie's first appearance is equally striking. The familiar fire in his eyes is still there, but it now carries a quiet weight. He looks older not in age, but in experience. The battles he fought have shaped him, and the choices he made in earlier seasons now follow him into this last chapter. The first look shows him not as the fearless warrior we once met, but as a man who understands that the hardest fights are the ones that test the heart. His stance, his gaze, and the way he carries himself hint at the emotional struggles he will face. Jamie is ready for a final stand, but not without the fear of losing what he loves most. Another detail from the first look is the setting itself. The world around the characters feels colder, more unsettled. The warm, hopeful glow that once filled Fraser's Ridge is replaced with shadows, mist, and a sense of impending conflict. It's a visual signal that the land they built their life on is no longer safe. Season 8's first images make it clear. Danger is closing in, the world the Frasers fought to protect, slipping from their hands. Even the supporting characters seen in the early previews carry tension in their expressions. Their faces show determination mixed with worry, suggesting that alliances will be tested and relationships pushed to the limits. These early glimpses do not reveal plot twists outright, but they do something even more powerful. They set the emotional tone. They whisper that the final season is not about running toward the future, but facing everything left behind. This first look, though simple on the surface, speaks volumes. It prepares viewers for a story woven not just with action, but with reflection, heartbreak, and hard-won courage. In these small windows into Season 8, we sense a powerful truth. The final chapter is not only about the end of a story, it's about the legacy of love, sacrifice, and survival that will stay with fans long after the show fades to black. Release date for Outlander Season 8 has become one of the biggest questions among fans, and the mystery around it only adds more excitement. Even though the exact day has not been officially stamped on the calendar, everything happening behind the scenes gives us strong clues about when the final season will arrive. What makes this moment so intense is not just the wait, it's the understanding that this release will mark the end of a story that has lived in people's hearts for nearly a decade. Production updates show that the team is moving with a careful, steady pace. Season 8 is not being treated like any regular season. Every detail, from writing to filming to editing, is being shaped with the weight of a final goodbye. Fans can feel that energy. The cast has spoken about emotional days on set, long hours, and scenes that left everyone in silence after the camera stopped rolling. This tells us that the final product will not be rushed. They want every moment to feel right. They want the ending to feel earned. If we look at filming patterns from past seasons, The release usually arrives many months after production ends. But Season 8 is special. The production team must balance historical settings, location changes, intense action, scenes, and powerful emotional moments. All of these need time. That means viewers should prepare for a release window that leans toward patience. But patience with a promise. Industry insiders suggest that the final season is likely to land in the late months of next year. Not a quick drop, but a slow build toward a final chapter worth waiting for. The network also knows the impact of this release. They understand that millions of fans across the world want time to prepare emotionally, time to relive older seasons, time to appreciate. The silence from official platforms is not a lack of information. It's a sign of how carefully the announcement is being planned. They want the reveal to feel powerful, to deliver a moment that shakes the entire fandom. The release date announcement itself will be part of the emotional experience, something that signals the end is near. Get ready. And when that date finally appears, whether in a teaser, a poster, or a dramatic short clip, fans will feel a mix of excitement, sadness, and pride. Excitement for new episodes, sadness for the end. Pride for a journey that survived time, war, loss, and love. The release date may still be under wraps, but the feeling is clear. Season 8 is coming with the weight of a final promise. And when it arrives, the world of Outlander will stand still. For one, Season 8 of Outlander is not only the final chapter, it is the season built on shocks, emotional punches, and quiet twists that change everything you thought you knew. Even though the creators are keeping most details locked away, small hints from interviews, early set photos, and character clues reveal that the final season will deliver surprises that reach far beyond simple plot turns. These surprises are not meant to confuse viewers. They are meant to break them open, move them, remind them why this story is unforgettable. One of the biggest surprises whispered across the fandom is the return of story threads from earlier seasons' threads. Many fans thought were already closed. Characters who shaped Claire and Jamie's lives, even those who are long gone or lost in time, may reappear in ways that tie the entire journey together. Whether in memories, visions, or unexpected encounters, these moments are designed to remind viewers how deeply the past shapes the future. The final season seems ready to bring emotional closure to storylines that once left fans aching for answers. Another major surprise involves the time travel mystery. For years, fans have questioned how the stones work, why certain people can travel, and what rules truly govern time. Season 8 may pull back the curtain more than ever before, not with a scientific explanation, but with emotional clarity, showing how time bends for love, fate, and sacrifice. There are hints that the final season will challenge the characters in ways that test their connection to time itself, forcing them to face choices that could rewrite their futures or trap them in the past forever. The fate of the Fraser family is another hidden surprise waiting to unfold. While the show rarely follows the exact path of the books, it often uses them as a heartbeat. Readers know that this part of the story comes with deep challenges, painful losses, and unexpected reunions. The show is expected to bring its own twist to these moments. Characters who seemed safe may face danger. Characters who once walked away may find their way back. The surprises here are not meant simply for shock. They are meant to honor the years fans have spent loving these characters. And perhaps the biggest surprise of all lies in the emotional journey of Claire and Jamie. Their love has survived war, betrayal, separation, and the impossible pull of 2 different centuries. Season 8 seems ready to test them in a way that feels final, real, and deeply human. Surprise moments in their story are not about endings, but about meaning what their love has stood for and what legacy they will leave behind. These surprises are crafted not as tricks, but as gifts. They exist to bring closure, depth, and beauty to a story that has lived in the hearts of fans for years. Season 8 promises to give viewers not just unexpected moments, but unforgettable ones. Moments that will stay long after the final episode fades into silence. last unforgettable moment. As Outlander enters its final season, the emotional journey of Claire and Jamie stands at the center like a storm ready to break. Season 8 is not just about battles or political tension, it is about the heart of this story. The love that carried to people across centuries, and the price they must finally pay for holding on to each other. Every glimpse of the new season hints that Claire and Jamie's bond will be tested in ways deeper and more personal than anything they have faced before. For Claire, the emotional storm begins with the weight of time itself. She has always walked between two worlds, the future she came from and the past she chose. Now, that choice feels heavier than ever. Claire must confront the fear that has lived quietly inside her since the moment she stepped through the stones. The fear that she might lose the very future she built with Jamie. In Season 8, her emotions are not loud or dramatic. They are quiet, steady, and powerful. She carries pain with grace, but the audience can feel that something inside her is shifting. She is preparing for a goodbye she does not want to face. Jamie's emotional path is equally intense, but different in its nature. While Claire wrestles with time, Jamie faces destiny. He has fought wars, survived betrayal, endured heartbreak, and still stood strong. But now, Season 8 shows him facing a truth he has long tried to avoid. He cannot protect everyone he loves. The world around him is changing too fast, and for the first time, Jamie must admit he cannot control what comes next. His strength is still there, but it shows in softer ways in the way he looks at Claire, in the way he holds his family close, in the way he prepares for a future he may not fully understand. Together, Claire and Jamie step into emotional territory that goes beyond romance. Their love becomes a shield, a memory, a promise, and a burden all at once. They are stronger together, but Season 8 forces them to face moments where being strong is not enough. There will be scenes where silence speaks louder than words, where a simple touch carries more meaning than any speech, where the fear of losing each other becomes almost unbearable. The emotional surprises in Season 8 are not meant to break the characters, they are meant to reveal them. The audience will see Claire and Jamie stripped of defenses, facing their rawest truths. Their love becomes a question. How far can it stretch before time, war, or fate pulls it apart? And more importantly, what will they choose when the final test comes? Safety, sacrifice, or each other? Season 8 promises emotional depth that will stay with viewers long after the final episode ends. It is a season built on love, loss, courage, and hope, the very elements that made Outlander unforgettable. The storm is coming, and when it hits, will show the world who Claire and Jamie truly are, as Outlander moves into its final season. There is a feeling in the air that goes far beyond excitement. It feels like standing at the edge of a long, unforgettable journey and knowing the next steps will be the last ones. Season 8 is not just the ending of a story, it is the closing of a world fans have lived in for years, and this final chapter carries a special kind of emotion, the kind that settles deep and stays there long after the screen fades to black. One of the most powerful parts of this farewell is the sense of legacy. Claire and Jamie's story has always been more than romance or adventure. It has been about choosing love, even when time works against you. Fighting for your family in a world full of danger, and trusting that some bonds are strong enough to survive centuries. The final season honors that legacy. Every scene, every conflict, every quiet moment between characters is crafted as a tribute to everything the show has built from the very beginning. Season 8 will give fans a chance to reflect, just as the characters themselves do. It will echo the magic of earlier seasons, while showing how far everyone has come. Claire is no longer the lost nurse who stumbled through the stones. Jamie is no longer the young warrior fighting to save his clan. They are two souls shaped by time, shaped by love, shaped by everything they survived together. Their growth becomes part of the story's final message, that even when a journey ends, the meaning behind it does not disappear. There is also a quiet beauty in the way the show prepares for its final goodbye. It doesn't rush. It doesn't force dramatic endings simply for shock. Instead, it leans into the emotional truth of each character. Some will find peace. some will face heartbreak. Some will step into the unknown with hope. And whatever choices they make, the audience will feel them deeply because the show has spent years building a connection that feels almost real. The final episodes will hold moments. Fans will remember forever moments that may break hearts, moments that may heal them, and moments that simply remind us why this story mattered so much. Whether through a final embrace, a final battle, or a quiet moment under the sky, Season 8 promises to deliver an ending that feels honest, powerful, and full of love. And even though this is the end of Claire and Jamie's story on screen, Outlander will not truly disappear. It will live in the memories of fans, in the scenes that touched them, and the characters they grew to love. And in the universe, the creators continue to expand through spin-offs. The story may end here, but its spirit continues. So, as Season 8 approaches, fans prepare not just to watch, but to feel, to remember, to say goodbye. Because when the final credits roll, one thing will be certain: Outlander has left a mark that time itself cannot erase.